The depot was just south of the station. On the 6th of April 1968, 45305, then of Speke Junction, Liverpool, is arriving on an LCGB Lancastrian rail tour from that city at 1 p.m, having come off the Northern line south of the depot. The shed had 8 dead-end roads. Foot access was by a cinder path from a gate in Booth Street. The fence was the boundary of Stockport County Football Club, rumoured to be occasionally helped on match days by smoke from the depot. One can see why here, as a haze hangs over the shed yard. "45027 had been here since September 1965. She was the 8th Black 5 built, delivered to the LMS in September 1934, 5 months before crew got round to producing any. Coaling at the shed was manual. It always had been done at the coaling stage, but this had a shallow ramp, and therefore coal had to be shovelled upwards to the high-sided tenders. The initiative of a local departmental committee representative managed to convince the authorities they might get a power-operated conveyor. That they did, and then coal could be shovelled from wagons downwards onto it. 45027 continues past the redundant coal stage and useful conveyor. As 48745 backs towards the coal stage, one can see the problem with the coal ramp that really isn't. It did have a large water tank though, giving sufficient water supplies for a couple of hours even if the main supply was cut off. The shed used about 2 million gallons a week. The shed had a 60-foot vacuum-operated turntable, by 1968 looking a bit battered. The date is the 18th of April 1968, and 45269 is using the table to get from the coaling and ash pit roads onto the depot lines. She has just been allocated here on the closure of Trafford Park Shed, her previous home for 4 years. A painted attempt and chalked on 9B shed code has been applied to her front foot plating. "44871 also came here from Trafford Park Shed, but in October 1965. She would become famous for her part in the End of Steam specials of August 1968, including the 15 guinea special on the 11th. Today she lives on in preservation. "44871 goes to the shed roads and makes way for stablemate 45312 to do the same. She had come here in October 1967 from Warrington. From the April visit of 70,013 Oliver Cromwell to Stockport, she comes on shed, negotiating her way past Edgeley Junction number 2 box that controlled movements to and from the shed yard. Stockport shed had no modern conveniences like a mechanical ash plant. All this ash, and there is quite a lot, would have to be cleared manually into wagons for disposal, mainly to Innsmouth Tip, Wigan. .48373 had been a Stockport engine in 1966. Now allocated to Newton Heath, she is off shed, her fireman getting down to ring Edgeley No. 2 box for permission to leave the shed. She departs after this permission, passing the cabin used by crews in the control relief link of the depot. It was an 8F that was the last to leave the shed on the 5th of May 1968, 48170. The connections to the turntable were removed and the shed used for diesel stabling. The buildings, except the offices, were demolished in February 1969. A Black 5 takes us back to Stockport Station. The Manchester to Crewe line was electrified to 25 kilovolts AC by 1961. 100 electric locomotives were ordered and delivered between 1959 and 1964 of 5 classes. This is E3034 of Class AL3 heading south through Stockport Station. We head south the 31 miles to Crewe, passing Edgeley's shed. Ivet Tank 41233 is there, one of 4 allocated from 1965 to 1966. 2